Aloha from the beautiful island of Kauai. I'm Ron Margolis with eXp Realty and the Margolis Team. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about a seminar last week, which was entitled Roadblocks to Affordability. I found it very interesting. A couple of economists, the long-range planner for the county of Kauai, the head of the Kauai Housing Economic Development Corporation, Habitat for Humanity, a very interesting symposium to highlight a lot of the challenges we have here. On Kauai, we currently have just over 31,000 housing units, and 63% of them are owner-occupied, meaning 37% of our homeowners are from the mainland. Actually, 1% of them are foreign owners. And in terms of sales of homes, 38% of the homes are owned by mainlanders, accounting for 50% of the dollar volume of the homes, while 65% of the homes are owned by locals, accounting for 49%, and as I said, 1% foreign buyers. On Kauai, our population has increased from 67,000 in 2010 to 72,000 according to last year's census. But interestingly enough, according to Paul Brubaker from TZ Economics, currently our net domestic migration is negative, meaning we have more people leaving this island than we have coming to this island. And housing affordability is a key component to that. Back in, around the time of the recession starting 2007, 2008, we had over $300 million of permits issued for housing each year. And then it sunk in 2010, and it's only come back gradually. So just to give you an idea, by 2035, it's projected that Kauai will need 9,000 more housing units. And from 2015 to 2019, there were 994 building permits issued. That's just over 240 housing units a year. And the demand from now to 2025 is approximately 4,400 housing units. So as you can see, we have a lot of big challenges. And one of the challenges, of course, is infrastructure. And we need water, we need roads. An interesting thing that came up in the summit was talking about cars and how traffic and cars have nothing to do with housing units. In fact, since the 50s, the number of cars on the island has tripled, and many people have more than one car. And so the idea that we shouldn't build more housing because we'll create more traffic is, there's an error in that approach. So if you are thinking about buying something on the island of Kauai, it's no surprise that because of our cost of building, most of the properties you could write an offer on today could not be rebuilt for the price that it's selling for. And over time, labor costs and materials costs, because everything comes from the mainland, have increased. Additionally, we're starting to see, as I've said many times before, a deceleration in our house value appreciation. So the market is not likely to crash here anytime soon, but the demand and the cost factors are such that our appreciation has leveled, and of course, things like the 2020 election and all the talk about recession probably isn't helping things either. So the bright note of the Affordability Summit came from Habitat for Humanity. And somehow, Kauai Habitat for Humanity actually builds more homes per year than all of the other Habitat for Humanities around the state of Hawaii. And they have figured out a way to build and deliver a home for $270,000. Now, costs are kept down because families that build with Habitat, of course, have to put in a lot of sweat equity. But still, in a place where the median price of housing is over $600,000, to have a home for $270,000 is really a remarkable achievement. And I left the summit thinking maybe the county ought to hire Habitat for Humanity to make better inroads in our affordability crisis. Of course, not everyone wants the size or quality home that Habitat builds, but they do provide quality housing for people whose income is just below the median income. So there's a little insight. I hope you've enjoyed some of the slides that go along with the presentation to illustrate some of the stats I've given you. And until we meet again, I'm Ron Margolis with eXp Realty. And if you have any other questions about housing affordability and ways to solve our challenges, I'd love to speak with you. So ahui ho, speak to you soon.